Since the night is the first night of Chanukah, I'd like to go through just a little refreshing course in the practical aspects of how, when, where, who lights the menorah. So, let's start from the beginning. Every single person is obligated to participate in the lighting of the menorah. That is, man and women. One menorah per household is sufficient. Yet, it is customary to encourage the children for them to light their own menorah. Let's remember, the word Chanukah means chinuch, education, to train them into doing the mitzvah. So it's appropriate for little children to light their own menorah, that is, little boys. If a woman lives alone, she obviously will light her own candle. The time to light the menorah is at nightfall or after sunset. If you light after nightfall, the candle size is sufficient for it to burn a half hour into the night. If we light earlier, we need to have more oil or a bigger candle so that it should burn at least a half hour after nightfall. Ideally, the mitzvah is to do it with oil because the miracle was with oil. If we can't, we could use a candle, wax candle or any candle, but we cannot perform the mitzvah, we cannot fulfill the mitzvah of lighting the Chanukah menorah with electric candles. Those electric menorahs, they're very nice to put outside, to decorate, to remind people Chanukah is coming, but for the mitzvah, it has to be actual flame. Flame, as I said, either from oil with a wick or a candle. We place the menorah, there are different customs. Either we put it by the window to the street, but then we have to make sure that it is not higher than 29 feet above street level. If one lives in an apartment higher than that, should not put it over there because nobody sees it. And the idea to put it by the window is to publicize the miracle. Pirsum enissa. If nobody sees it, there is no pirsum. So most people do it today in their home, in any of the doorways, and we put it opposite the mezuzah. The mezuzah is on the right side of the doorway. The menorah will be on the left side. This way we are welcomed. We surrounded. Our entrance into the room, into the home, is surrounded by mitzvahs. How do we light it? So, first of all, I should emphasize that the menorah we have should be one that all the candles are on the same height and also in the same row. We have beautiful menorahs today that go zigzag, up and down, or in circles. They're very decorative, very nice, but it should not be used for the mitzvah because the mitzvah is they should all be equal height, equally straight. The only candle, the only flame which is separate is the shames. The shames acts as, let's call him the servant to light the other candles. And one of the reasons for that is because we cannot have any benefit from the actual flames. We're not allowed to light one candle from the other. Therefore, we have a shames that is there to light them so as to make sure that these candles are not used for any other service than for looking at them. How do we light it? So, the first night, we light the shames. We say the three blessings: the blessing for the lighting of the candle, the blessing for the miracles, and the shachiyanu for the first time. We then go to the right side facing you, and we light the flame. We then say Hanira Salalu, Moestur, and we put the shames here, and the shames should burn as long as the candle are burning. The second night, we will light the shames, say the first two blessings. We do not say Shechiyanu anymore. And then we will first light the added candle of flame or oil, and then the one from before. And so to every day. On the third night, we're going to light the third first, second, first, and so on and so forth, till we have lit the entire menorah, the 8 candles. Custom has it that while we lit those candles for the first half hour, we sit by the menorah and we listen to what the flames tell us. Those flames have a powerful, wonderful stories. The history, the miracles throughout the ages, present-day miracles, and more than anything else, focusing on the fact that it's light, it's warm, it's bright. It brings light and warmth into our homes, into the whole world. A universal message of light, more powerful than might, and more than anything else. These are 8 candles, 8 reminders that we all lighting the way to redemption which is represented by the number 8, and we pray and hope that we will continue this Chanukah with Mashiach in the Beis HaMikdash.